We all love our dogs, just like I love our Rosie. But you know, how we relate to our dogs really makes an effect in how they relate to us. So we're having Chuck Stella back from Elite K911 training. I'm so glad to have you back. You always come in with great information.
Love to be here.
Now, I do some things with Rosie that I think probably aren't the right things to do, and you're here to help me with that. I'm going to put her down. One of the things that I tend to do when people come to the door, Rosie's not big, but she'll jump on their leg, and I kind of let it happen thinking, well, she's not big.
Sure.
And people don't seem upset by it. They say, oh, Rosie, hi, honey, you're so cute. So is that right or wrong?
Well, it's wrong if you let your dog jump. If the people want your dog to jump on them, that's their business, but my dogs are not allowed to jump, so your dog shouldn't be jumping on them, even if they say it's okay.
Okay.
So they send a signal that says jump on me, but you have to send the signal because you're the alpha, you're in charge of the dog, you have to send the signal that you're not allowed to jump.
Okay.
So my dogs are trained not to jump, even if somebody encourages them to jump, because they know they're not allowed to.
So what do I do? Because this happens every day.
Sure. And the best way to cure that is to create a new habit. The habit is now people come over and they use the high voice with Rosie and they get her excited and she jumps up and they reward her. Okay?
Yes.
What we want to do is we want to start putting a leash on her. If you notice, I changed your equipment a little bit. I just put a leash around her neck, and it's actually backwards. I took the loop, and every time someone comes to my door, I'm going to put this leash on my dog.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring my dog to the door with me, and I'm going to tell my friends, please don't use your high voice, because that's an excited voice that I don't want to give my dog. I don't want to put my dog in that much excitement. And two, I want to have the leash in my hand so that if Rosie tries to jump, I can make a small correction.
All right, so I'm picturing this. I have clients coming all the time. So they come to the door, and I've got Rosie with me, and I say, hi, come on, and I have some ground rules I want to share with you with Rosie up front. I'm going to request that you refrain from using a high voice with her. And now, meanwhile, she's already jumped on their legs, so am I going no or...
Yeah, so if she wants to jump, all you're going to do, and you can see she's pretty excited right now. But what I'd want to do is I just want to make a light correction on the collar. Rosie, come see. Very good.
Good girl.
So even a simple correction like that was enough to get her to get up and come over to me.
Okay.
So all I'm doing is changing her thought. And what she thinks is when somebody comes in, I jump. We were doing back here before, people were coming up to her, and I was correcting her, and she would sit and lay down and get affection. And so that's what we want to do. So we want to teach the dog by demonstrating with a leash that the dog can't jump. We want to teach the client or the person coming in that they also can't act a certain way with their dog.
And I need to change the tone of my voice because I tend to go, hi, and that doesn't help.
But that's a relationship between you and your dog. And when I encourage my dogs to play with me and jump on me, they know it's a game. But any other time, anybody else, they're not allowed to. So it is kind of an energy thing. So if you're playing with her, that's fine. You can have the jumping up and running around the house. But when your clients are coming to the door, it's time to go to work.
Different tone.
Yep, different tone, leash on her, and
Can't wait to
control.
try. Cannot wait to try.
After a few days, it'll all change. If you have that, maybe we'll come into your house in a couple days. It'll happen.
All right, now I want to talk about a couple things. You have a thing called a pack walk.
Yes, we do.
On Wednesday nights, I think?
We have one on Wednesday nights, and we're going to have one on every twice a month on Sundays.
All right.
To be announced.
And I think we've got some pictures here, yes, of people.
Oh, yeah, great.
So this is to help them walk, learn how they are the alpha and they're walking their dog.
Yeah, and that's where the pack behavior starts with the walk. If you don't walk your dog properly, if you walk submissively to your dog, nothing else is going to matter. They're not going to listen to you.
Okay.
So the pack walk is very important, and it's great for distraction.
Okay. Now also, you got this big construction thing going on in your place. Tell us about that.
Well, we actually started construction today. We tore the roof off the building. We're adding a 2,500 square foot training center above, and we've actually built a rehabilitation center below. And so we'll have a board and train where people bring their dogs to let us train them for a week or a couple days.
Okay.
We also do rehabilitation on certain dogs that have real problems that have to come to our facility and stay.
So you're really expanding to allow for a lot of people to come to you. That's fabulous.
We're doing very well.
And you have great information. Witness Rosie. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
If you have a pet or a dog and you need help with the dog, I highly recommend you give Chuck a call at 440-666-0749 or go to his website at EliteK911.com. Stay tuned because we've got Ask Coach Kathy coming up next.
Coming up, she's annoyed. He's unaware as to why. Kathy enlightens him with the answer. And next week, you want lovely locks without harming your hair. We'll teach you how to tame your tresses without toxins. Next week on Can You Relate with Kathy Dawson.